All right, guys. So I didn't know that Jay-Z, Jay-Z, the singer, obviously the rapper, I had no idea that Jay-Z just came up with the songs that he plays just out of his head, right? Like he literally will be in the studio and a beat will go on, and then he starts rapping to the beats. So maybe like Crazy in Love, this might have been how he did this. He just raps to the beats, and the song is like iconic, like super good. He's so good, right? But I'm like that too, right? Like I don't even really like rehearse. I don't do editing. I mean, I have done editing in some videos. I have had some videos with editing, but I don't really do editing. I don't really rehearse. I have no training whatsoever in anything at all. I have life experience and I've done some stuff, but not really like formal training. And I've got all the skills and abilities that I do, and then I look super good too, right? So it's like, which has nothing to do with it really, but I'm super good looking, so it's like I'm basically the kind of person that's like very gifted because I can just do this on the fly, right? And Jay-Z is like that too. I had no idea. Like when you see when Jay-Z, I'm very good too, like Jay-Z, right? But like when you see Jay-Z perform, you always think, well, is he writing it before hours? Does it take hours to write it and then make the song and do the show? Does he or just do the song? Does he practice over and over again? Does he? You never really know what the people's process is as singers or creators, right? Because you just see what they do and you either like it or you don't or whatever. But everyone's different. Everyone has their unique abilities, and we like what we like. We don't like what we don't like, right? But if you see someone like Jay-Z, you think, oh, he's doing incredible things, and even like Madonna, right? Like Madonna took an hour to write Vogue, right? And we all listen to Vogue all the time. There's constant referencing to voguing. We all believe in that song, right? For what it is, right? And so you never really know what the process is for all these celebrities and singers and dancers and comedians, right? I mean, some people have been training for years and years and years of their craft, and some people haven't. And we all know that we could like someone that trains, or we could, everybody's different. We like what we like, right? So we don't always necessarily have to like someone that. Some people do vlogs, and they might not even be the gift of the gab, or they might not even be someone that is clever or intelligent to an extreme. I mean, some people are. Everyone's intelligent and clever, but some people have like no education, like this is just saying basically that you could have a vlog that goes viral, and maybe you have no formal like any too much maybe you don't have that much education, you haven't really experienced much. Some people are just very popular, and there's no real reason why, right? But you have to remember, like some of these people, their processes are totally different, right? Like Jay-Z is a good singer and super talented and super good, but he's not really, he doesn't really have to, set aside a time to write and sit there and write and do all this writing and then do all this like preparing and then rehearse and make sure he's not nervous. I think he just goes with the beats and maybe he lip syncs in the concert. I'm not sure if he sings it. Why he might memorize it, I don't remember. I'm not sure. I haven't really listened to. I mean, I watch Beyonce concerts sometimes, but I haven't really noticed whether if it's lip syncing, or if he just remembers it, even though he did it quickly, and he might remember it, right? Like sometimes it just takes something that you're good at that people just like, right? It might not even necessarily be good. It might not be talent. It might not be beauty. It might not be whatever, but people just like it, right? You can do a video, like everybody has a chance to do a video that everybody watches for whatever reason, right? It's not necessarily, oh, they're so good, I love watching them because they're so talented. Maybe someone has no talent whatsoever and you love watching them, right? Who knows, right? And for me, I have so many talents, and sometimes I see someone, I'm like, this vlog is like really, really good, this person is super good, and I don't see like real talent. But you have to remember, people have different talents, right? Somebody might be very gorgeous, so you watch them because they're very gorgeous. Maybe they're not, their personality's dull, maybe their look isn't, well, their look is good, but maybe their personality's dull, maybe they're not doing much of anything, but they're just so good looking you watch, right? So, or maybe somebody is super clever, or maybe somebody has like a solution-based thing, right? Where they talk about something where it's like solution to a problem, and everybody watches because they need that solution because it's a unique solution that everybody needs, right? Or maybe somebody is like a good singer and dancer, but they have no formal training. Or maybe somebody does have a lot of formal training, and people just gravitate toward it because they're so, like Madonna has a lot of formal training, you know, or like Britney or whatever. Like these people are skilled like crazy, right? So people watch them for that reason. Or maybe, you know, for me, I'm very, very good at what I do because I'm just very good looking and very talented, even though it's just natural. And, you know, like there's a difference between YouTubers and TikTokers and creators that do like songs, full songs, and have like a full 6 day video done. And I might do that kind of thing too, but you know, there's a difference between someone that does like a whole show and has to do a 6 day shoot just to get the video out. I mean, I was in that music video, right? So I mean, I can do that too, right? But I mean, you know, when you see someone and they're talented even at one thing, very, very talented at one thing, they can go very, very far, right? And if you go very, very far with one talent, you can start a business. There's lots of options if you are talented. That's where I think a lot of the hate comments do come from, because a lot of people are like, I tried being talented at the one thing that will get me fame and fortune, and no one seemed to like it, so they get very upset, which is understandable. So, but I mean, it's not all black and white, right? Not everybody's going to be like, oh my God, haters this, haters that. Some people are haters for other reasons, right? Or some people don't even hate, but maybe they're making a negative comment for another reason. Or sometimes you see a hater comment and it might be a bot, right? So it's not necessarily what you think it might be, right? Anyway, and you know, in general, I think most people that are, you know, skilled at what they do or do what they do and are beyond skilled are kind enough to help people that are suffering too, right? But I mean, in general, it's very, very, in essence, it's very, very rare to be very, very, but it's very rare to have a very big skill and be super gorgeous and do all these things. And that's why I like to encourage people. You know, I want to make sure people know that I support them in what they're doing, right? I want them to know that, you know, and I can't, and you know, I watch a lot of creators, and I watch more than most celebrities do. Not every celebrity watches nobody, but I watch like 10,000 people, right? So I do support a lot of creators, and I do help people out, and I do try to repost where I can and all that. And I'm willing to do that for anybody almost for no charge, but you know, when you see someone, and you know, even recently, Shania Twain, she did her concert, and somebody was a young teen, I think it was a young teen, and she put them on stage, right? She's done that many times, right? Avril Lavigne got her start because Shania Twain put her on stage, right? And Mariah Carey did like a video duet with someone, and they got a start. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all like, oh, you know, it's not always going to be like, oh, this person's a creator, they're so talented, they don't care, you know. A lot of these famous people care enough to, like, Shania Twain did that for free. I don't think she charged the girl any money to put her on stage, and now she's probably famous, right? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's a lot of people that do charge for that kind of thing, and it's expensive, but in general, like PewDiePie charges $480,000 to repost a video, right? But in general, you know, a lot of these female celebrities or male celebrities or whoever, whatever celebrity, and me included, will do things to help people out because we know we want to help people out, right? I repost videos all the time. I repost duets all the time. When I get them in, I'll offer to do that, and usually I just do the repost automatically, right? So you know, sometimes it's not just. Sometimes it's not. It's more to do with a person being a kind person, right? Regardless of the level of success, right? Because all in all, like, feeling good is not necessarily being successful. It's what your human side of yourself feels, right? So if something that you might be doing makes you feel good, then you do it, right? Regardless of whether, you know, like if you're just a success, and some people are just a success, and they don't give. But most celebrities, I'm pretty sure most celebrities give something. I mean, like Taylor Swift gave out like $55 million of money to people because she was doing well at her concert, right? Like it happens, right? I think Kylie Jenner gave out like, I forget how much money Kylie Jenner gave out. She gave out a ton of money to her fans, and like because she wanted to help out, right? So we all do these things because we want to feel good. It's not like, when you have 100 million in the bank, you're not like going to be like, oh my God, I can't spend anything on anyone. It's a lot of money. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to hold this money and do nothing with it and not help anyone, right? You're going to help people out, right? I mean, you need to have money for yourself. You need to be able to. I want to have like the dream life, but when you get the dream life, there's what's more to the dream life? Obviously helping people, because the dream life is nothing if you're always alone and no one, you're not helping anyone, right? Anyway, thanks guys. Bye now.